is not real life. I don't know what it is.
Hey everyone, and welcome to our YouTube channel. You're going to see what really happens behind the photos. Our life, our home, and what matters to us as a family. Hit subscribe, stick around for all of our future adventures. And join us for the ride. Right guys, so we have to teach people a little bit about each of you. So, what questions can we ask Martin?
Really should have thought about this before we got everything.
What's your favourite meal of the day?
Ooh, I like pizza.
That's
Pizza. I know. Okay.
Does that count as breakfast, lunch or dinner?
Breakfast.
All three?
I like breakfast too, because you just really have to have the yummy stuff.
You have what?
Breakfast is nice because you're gonna have the yummy stuff.
The yummy stuff. So, what is your favourite thing?
Google and Scruffalo, of course.
Cuddle, what's cuddle?
Google's my blink.
Cuddle and Scruffalo.
It depends what
Let me go and get
my technology and my animals.
Oh. What about you, Riz? What's your favourite thing? Your cuddle too? Only your cuddle?
Scout too, actually. I love
What's your
Scout.
favourite toy?
Oh, Scout is your favourite too, Maya. That's sweet. That's okay. You don't have to have a favourite toy.
And
What's your favourite book?
my favourite book, Wild.
Ooh.
Wild. You like Wild?
I have a few, but my overall favourite is The Girl of Ink and Stars.
You like The Girl of Ink and Stars?
That's my overall favourite.
Yeah, it's a good book, that one, isn't it? Which one do you like, Riz? I can think of one that you like. About a girl who eats a cake. Or a pie.
Who eats a cake?
Shut up, Noel. Who eats a cake? Oh,
I like chocolate cake.
you like chocolate cake?
Likes moon cake. No, I like chocolate cake. Likes moon
That's not a book!
That's cake.
She likes chocolate cake, Daddy. Leave her alone.
Look, Riz. Moon cake, the story.
That's okay.
The story about chocolate cake.
Where's your favourite place to go and do something fun?
Chocolate cake. My favourite place to go is the beach. Because one of the beaches actually have donuts and ice cream. So we went there.
Yeah.
But my favourite place, remember, I just say chocolate cake. But my favourite place is the one where I had ice cream and donuts. Beanie, come here. Come here, Beanie.
My room.
Your
Where's
room.
your favourite place? That's nice.
Yeah.
And also my favourite place is CBeebies Land because that's where I went for my birthday because it's actually really cool. And that's why I also got a costume. I like all of the places.
All of the places.
I like
That's good.
Disneyland too.
You liked Disneyland.
What's your favourite thing you do with Daddy?
I don't know, I'm going on the trampoline with you.
Oh, like going on a trampoline?
Staying up late.
Staying up late?
I want to go on the trampoline with you already.
What's your favourite thing to do? If you could do anything.
I like to make Play-Doh and bake.
On
Oh.
my iPad.
Oh.
Oh gosh, Nolly is such a preteen.
Chocolate cake. Chocolate cake.
Who's your favourite person?
Scout.
Aww.
Chocolate cake.
You make me have to choose between my friends.
Oh no, we don't.
All my friends.
Your friends.
Yeah,
Scout.
Cute.
they're my favourite people.
And chocolate cake.
Scout and chocolate cake. Sounds good. If you could only do one craft, what would you choose?
For the rest of my life or for today?
Chocolate cake. My favourite craft would be making Play-Doh.
Yeah, you like that one?
My favourite craft is making chocolate cake. Chocolate cake.
What's your favourite thing that we do at home that's not in a workbook? Because most of what we do home learning wise is not in a workbook. So
Chocolate cake.
think about things we do every single day. What's your favourite thing we do?
My most favourite thing is like chocolate cake.
Maya?
If it's not technology, then probably reading
Chocolate cake.
and playing with the animals.
What about your stuff?
Chocolate cake. Chocolate cake. My favourite game I like to play.
Down a bit. There you go. You like playing board games.
Chocolate. This is my favourite game I like. Chocolate cake. I like Guess Who.
Okay, Rids, we know you like chocolate cake, darling.
I like Guess Who. I like to buy you chocolate cake.
What's your favourite thing out of all of Daddy's tricks? All of his things he does for work that you love to do?
Bubbles.
Bubble making.
Mummy.
Yeah?
You know, can you please buy a game of chocolate cake?
Game of chocolate cake.
What's your favourite animal, darling?
Oh, pick an animal. Choose an animal that you love. What animal do you like best, Maya?
I like all animals.
All of them. What if you had to choose just one?
I don't know. I can't decide.
You like what?
Ninetales.
That's a Pokemon. That's not a real animal.
Ninetales.
You like Ninetales, do you? What's your favourite animal, Nola?
A raven by far.
A raven. Oh, cool.
It's a good one. What's your favourite flower?
Ooh. Sunflower.
Cool.
Sunflower.
I like sunflowers.
And chocolate cake.
That's not a flower.
Chocolate cake.
If there's a chocolate cake flower, I'm going to be amazed.
Chocolate.
I like forget-me-nots and bluebells.
Ridley, do you like dandelions? What do you do with a dandelion?
Chocolate cake.
I love how this video is going because this is Ridley. What is your favourite song?
Oh no!
Frozen 2.
Oh no!
Frozen 2.
Which song from Frozen 2?
My most favourite song from Frozen 2 is actually when Olaf sings it. Chocolate.
You made me decide a favourite song.
Chocolate cake.
Chocolate cake. Chocolate cake.
What? What did you say?
I like Legends Never Die.
Chocolate cake.
So, Rids, we've got a question just for you. Yeah? You ready? What would be better, a unicorn made of cheese or a bear made of popcorn?
Popcorn.
A bear made of popcorn. Okay, you guys get to ask us questions.
Character in Frozen 2.
My favourite character in Frozen 2?
Olaf.
Olaf. Yeah.
Olaf.
And what's your favourite nursery rhyme?
Oh dear. Favourite nursery rhyme? Humpty Dumpty.
Yeah, I like that one
What's my
too.
favourite nursery rhyme? Maybe Mary, Mary, quite contrary.
How does the garden grow?
Right, other questions?
What's your favourite car colour?
My favourite car colour? White.
I think my favourite car colour is rainbow.
What's your favourite day of the week?
They like your work truckers.
You like my work van, yeah?
My favourite day of the week is probably Monday.
I was going to say Monday.
Yeah,
Kicks us off with a start.
we don't really get weekends, do we?
We don't know. Monday is my
What is your
Saturday.
favourite animal?
My favourite animal? The dog.
Oh, I like orangutans.
Orangutan.
Orangutan.
Orangutan?
Orangutan.
You orangutan?
Orangutan.
Orangutan.
Mine's definitely a dog.
What's your favourite song?
What's my favourite chocolate
favourite
cake?
chocolate cake is a big one. Big
How about a
chocolate
dairy-free one?
cake. Oh,
I proper
dairy-free
like
one.
a Bruce Bogtrotter,
Ah.
humongous
Chocolate fudge cake.
chocolate fudge cake,
Mmm.
warm
That's good.
Ah.
fudge cake with ice cream.
What is your favourite song?
My favourite song? I've got so many favourite songs.
Favourite song? I like. I've got it. You're alright. I can't even think what it's called now.
What does it go like?
The Sound of Silence.
Oh, this but the cover by Disturbed you're on about.
Yeah. Or any
My
version.
favourite ever song. I don't think I could choose just one. Maybe. Wait. I'm not done. Maybe something from The Sound of Music. Maybe Edelweiss.
You got a question, Nora?
Favourite ice cream?
My favourite ice cream.
I like Cherry Ripple.
I like Italian gelato,
Oh.
but it had to be. Oh, what is it called? Begins with a V. There was a particular gelato shop in Italy.
It's called
Venice.
Ian.
I think it's called Vecchi or something like that. That was
Vecchi.
really good.
In
Yeah.
Rome.
Oh yeah. Near the Spanish Steps, although there was quite a few of
Is
them.
your favourite pizza?
Ooh, pizza.
All of them. Stuffed crust. All of them with stuffed crust.
Mummy likes all of the pizza.
All of the pizza.
Yeah. What's your favourite pizza, Daddy?
Pepperoni.
Pepperoni.
Yeah.
What's your
Very free.
favourite house?
This house is my favourite house.
And what's your favourite kid in the Holland?
My favourite house. I don't
house.
really know.
Mine is as
My
the favourite kid.
My favourite house.
Dun dun dun!
Any longer
Good
child.
save there. Good save. My favourite house is whichever house has got you guys in it.
That's why I
What's
said
your
this house.
favourite kid?
No,
in the
like,
house?
just go and watch the
What's
dogs.
your favourite kid in the
Near
house?
the baby.
I'm not answering that question.
My favourite kid in the house is whichever one listens to me.
Whoever's being the goodest.
It's Nola.
That's not true.
Never true. Never.
Never ever true.
Okay, that's a bit.
Q&A questions.
Woohoo! Q&As.
Number 1. How do you find activity ideas for things to do?
Oh goodness. I very often dip into what I'm doing at work. I'm a children's entertainer, so I've got a whole array. That's a good word. A whole array of different activities which we can drop on. A lot of those have just come in a spark or perhaps a suggestion from a client. So yeah, that's things like the bubble making and the vegetable critters, which I'm sure we'll show you in another video. So yeah, the kids always enjoy doing things like that.
Also, I think we're both very creative people
We're generally creative, yeah.
Which
I can look at a
helps.
toilet roll
and think,
and
let's make 5 different things out of
that's
this
gonna
toilet
make
roll.
a brilliant fairy tale castle.
Yeah, we're really good at pulling things out of his arse, really, aren't we?
Yeah, generally from we made a little card, didn't we, out of the tops of the baby food and
Yeah.
a toilet roll.
Reduce, reuse, recycle.
That's it. Upcycle.
Beside you. Never.
And I think something else that we utilise, or I certainly utilise, is Pinterest and Instagram. There's so many good ideas on Pinterest and Instagram. The things we come up with ourselves though is definitely just us pulling it out of our arse.
And then a lot of the time it's when the kids suggest something.
Oh yeah, the kids.
By the way, can we do this tomorrow, Daddy? And I'm like, oh, we're going to do that. We made a brilliant troll headdress, didn't we?
The kids are amazing at just thinking of random things.
So yeah, child-led. We like child-led. Let them decide what they want to do.
Child-led, letting Martin decide what to do. Number 2.
Thanks.
Number 2. What do you take your photos on and how do you edit them?
So Lauren.
I take most of the I take the photos on both my proper camera, which is a Canon EOS 700D, which is it's a snazzy camera, and my phone. I tend to edit my camera photos on Adobe Photoshop because it gives you a little bit more control over like the in-depth parts of editing. But then I was getting frustrated that I felt like I constantly had to be editing photos off of my camera and uploading them. So in order to edit the phone photos, I got Lightroom and got a bundle of presets which I use, but then I edit the presets as well, so it's sort of a bit of a toss-up. Sometimes I use Lightroom, sometimes I use Photoshop. It depends on what I'm editing.
Brilliant. Next question.
Any homemade advice at all, because I'm considering it and my 12-year-old struggles with anxiety?
Okay, we initially took Nora out of school when she was 5 because she was struggling with adapting to sitting at a desk, doing work. So
Structured work.
Too structured. So we try and take it in chunks. We do like, or I particularly do like a little bit of book smart stuff. So we'll try and sit them down maybe an hour most days to do. Right, so we'll concentrate on some maths or some science. And we use CGP books to do that to give us a little bit of structure in the day. But we generally try and get that out of the way first thing in the morning, don't we? Sort of usually before 9 o'clock we've done our we've done our structured learning, and then the rest of the day baking and playing and creating with the childless stuff and walks and things. So I think the key is not to be too concerned about trying to cram 6 hours worth of sit down learning, because in reality 1-to-1 is worth 5 or 6 times more than having a classroom of 20-30. So
I think my biggest bit of advice for home educating is to trust your gut and trust your child, because it's not natural for humans to not learn things. So even if you don't feel like structured stuff is working for them, they're not going to not learn anything. You know, we learn to walk, we learn to talk, we learn because we're interested in learning it and we want to learn.
I think that's key, isn't it? Go with what your children are interested in.
Yeah.
Learn about what they're interested in, then they'll absorb it so much better.
You can teach them maths, English, science, languages, cooking. You can teach everything through finding a method they enjoy, that they lead with and they run with.
Yeah, we use maths when we're cooking with our weighing and proportions and whatever level they're at in whatever subject. You can get them to read what the ingredients are, you can get them to work out what, if we're duplicating a recipe but want to make it bigger, we're working out with Nola what's 2.5 times all the ingredients, so it's just applying it.
And English as well, that goes for English, so they can be reading recipes and be learning to read, having to work out reading. Even, and I hate to say it, screen time, YouTube, they're learning.
It does have its place, doesn't it?
Maya came in and she wanted to make a black scratcher. I thought she said back scratcher, which is why we're both laughing.
Why did she want to make
She wants to make a back scratcher? No, she wanted to make one of those scratch art things where you scratch the top off and there's a colourful background. Because she'd seen it on YouTube, and she did, didn't she?
It's another example of child learning, and we had to figure out how we were going to do it. But
she
then
knew
we
exactly
did
what
it.
she needed, didn't she?
She knew what she wanted.
Like, I need this, I need this. And she did it, and we ran with it. But I think one of the biggest things is trusting your child when they come in and they say, I want to make this very extravagant seeming thing, and having to trust that, yes, you know, it might sound like, oh my goodness, I've got to deal with that. but it's more important that you're letting them know they can do that and they can run with something they want to do and achieve it.
I think an important thing about child-led learning is that if they come to you with an idea,
you don't poo-poo
then
it.
you don't say, no, we're not, and you might not be able to do it right then, but there's been times when they've come to us with an idea and we've maybe sourced a couple of things, or say, right, we'll get it together, we'll do that later. But we always, if the children approach us and say, we want to bake a 7-layer cake in rainbow colours, that we find the time to do it.
With blue sky icing, which has clouds on the top.
Or if they want to make a black scratcher, then we make a black scratcher.
And I think it's extra important when a child has anxiety as well to respect their boundaries. I mean, I had anxiety. I got anxiety when I was about 13, and the school environment didn't work for me. And I think it's trusting that sometimes children have their own boundaries and their own things to work through, and allowing your child to lead their learning can help that as well. I mean, I'm not going to say they don't need pushing sometimes, because currently Nola's a preteen and she would stay in bed on her iPad all day. So we don't do that.
But when she gets into it, she does enjoy the other activities, doesn't she?
Definitely.
Next question.
Curious to learn more about my non-cardio workouts. Strength training. Weightlifting. I can't say enough about it. I absolutely love weightlifting. I found weightlifting at a point when I really, really needed it emotionally. And it has helped me mentally, emotionally, got me through a really, really tough time. But it's also fantastic. I have hypermobility. I've got hypermobile joints, which means they move way past where they should. So weight training is a really good way to strengthen the muscle around the joints to prevent injuries. So yes, I can't do high intensity cardio workouts mostly because I end up injured. So weightlifting is really good because you're challenging yourself. There's no overly, fit person to watch achieving something you can't achieve.
I think it's setting your sights, isn't it, and not...
That's it. You're only ever trying to be stronger than yourself. Like get a PB, get a better weight than you lifted yesterday. You're not going against anybody else but yourself. And I love that.
All of my exercise, I don't ever go out my way to exercise. Busy life, picking up 4 kids.
Unicycles.
Unicycling, juggling. Got a very active job. And I think my personal trainers are my children when they're saying, Daddy, throw us up in the air. Daddy, hold me up to the ceiling. Daddy, let me ride on your back. And that's my exercise day in, day out.
That's his exercise.
4 personal trainers.
That and still walking, juggling, bowling balls and unicycling for 12 hours a day.
Yeah, well, that as well.
That too. Next is, it's not really a question, sourdough, home educating and day to day. So there will be more videos, won't there, Lauren?
We're going to break our lives down into 15-minute videos, aren't we?
We've got so many ideas about videos to put up. We did film a big day in the life, but we've had to lose a lot of the footage in order to get the vlog up and running because my laptop just wasn't handling it, so we're sort of reshooting now.
Never mind. Well, we'll break it down, we'll do instruction videos, we'll show what we do,
videos.
Different activities to try at home that you can do, and one step at a time.
One step at a time. There'll be making videos of the toys that we either buy second hand or we already have and they upcycle.
Looking at compostable and biodegradable crafts as well, so things that you could literally throw in the compost bin.
Those two.
Rather than in the rubbish bin.
Yeah, more eco-friendly crafts, things like that. Are you going to give the children the option to go to secondary school?
We've talked about it, haven't we?
So we've always given them the option. It's always there. If they really felt passionately about going back to school, we would let them. In fact, when we moved to Lincolnshire, we did. Nola wanted to go back to school because there was nothing happening around there when we first moved. So she went back to school.
I think ultimately when we bring it up, they all go...
And also I went to school.
So Nola...
They don't want to go to school, but if they wanted to, we would look at it.
Before we moved back this way, Nola had mentioned she wanted to go to secondary school. But I think we did deduce that it was about not seeing friends as much, and since we moved, she saw friends a lot more. And
What's
she
it
had
all
a lot
about?
more interaction, and she's not mentioned it since, I mean,
No.
but the option's always there for them. It is always there for them. I'm not going to deprive them of the want to do something like that. Because ultimately, we don't believe schools are evil places either. We just think they work for some people and they don't work for other people. Number 7. Do you feel like your kids might drive you insane from arguing? Asking for a friend.
I think inevitably, as a home ed parent,
Or any
spending
parent.
day in, day out with the children, there will be times when they aggravate you, and that is normal.
Any parent, not just a home educating parent.
When you feel like you're pulling your
Children.
hair out, but we love it, don't we?
Children,
Ultimately.
we do love it. Children argue all day. Actually, they either love each other to the bones and don't want to leave each other, or
Or they
Or
tear
they
each other
fight
to
over the
pieces.
same
they
unicorn.
fight over the same unicorn. Then over the
And
second
also-
unicorn that you bring in.
And
Stop them
also,
arguing over the first one.
Wriggle sometimes climbs into my bed and annoys me.
And sometimes they climb into each other's bed and annoy each other. Yes, that's all of the questions.
There we go, fantastic. So keep watching.
Keep any questions coming for future videos.
More questions and keep watching for our educational and inspirational videos.
My